and sing victory everlasting.
Hey everybody, and today we are covering the Flood on Halo Infinite. The brand new armor and the theme of the season is of course the brand new Flood armor that has come to the game, and today I put it through its paces. I covered the aesthetic, how good it looks, the hitboxes of the armor, we're going to talk the price, the descriptions and the lore implications, and go through absolutely everything. Now earlier in the year we actually predicted the Flood was going to come to Halo Infinite, and we were correct. So today I thought it would only be fitting to cover the armor, as I think it looks pretty damn cool. So I recorded everything in 4K, turned everything to ultra max settings so it's as pretty as possible. And currently on Halo Infinite there is 3 different Flood outfits you can use. One is for finishing the battle pass. It is a kit, so I put the max rank Halo Infinite coding on it. It looks pretty cool. Then you then have the ones in the shop, and then you have the base ones in the battle pass. You can make about 4 or 5 different sets of armor with everything on offer, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be more to come. It does look gruesome, it does look disgusting, as the Flood should. However, I've noticed this, and it kind of reminded me of Gears of War. Those new Gears of War games have the exact same boils that the Flood armor has on Halo Infinite. It also is very reminiscent of the Halo Wars 2 Flood, so that was just something I noticed. I also noticed when you slide and when you run wearing the Flood armor, it actually clips through the screen a little bit, and it can blind you while you're aiming. The tendrils, both front and back, will phase through the armor and obstruct your view, so just keep that in mind if you're going to use the armor. Now one thing I really like, and 343 is really leaning into this, is they're doing a 4-part series on Spartans that get infected by the Flood. Over the course of Season 5, they're going to be talking about compromised Spartans, and I'm sure they're going to go into more detail about how it's harder to infect a Spartan, but it's still possible. It honestly really makes me wish the multiplayer story wasn't cancelled, because we would have had a Flood story beginning at the start of Season 5. It could have even been taking on Flood-infected Spartans, and I just think that would have been awesome. In the blog post 343 posted, it basically says there's countermeasures in place in case a Spartan is compromised. On screen you can see the countermeasures in place, and if you weren't already aware, the UNSC's protocol for an infected Spartan is called the Corruptor Protocol, and it basically authorizes the use of weapons of mass destruction. If by some miracle a Spartan is infected by the Flood, they will literally nuke the entire area to make sure it cannot survive. Now the reason why the UNSC might take this so seriously, and the new armor on Halo Infinite actually explains it and takes it a step further. For example, one of the helmets says Spartan combat forms combine superhuman physiologies with further reinforcement by twisted Flood growths, which means it actually enhances the Spartan beyond what he was currently capable of. One of the chest plates say the Flood growths serve as both additional protection and vectors for new infestations. So if you drop the Flood infected Spartan shields and you actually start to do armor damage, you now have to go through the Flood parasitic biomass, and when you shoot it off, Flood spores are released into the atmosphere. You can go through all of the armor pieces yourself. One of them says injuries are repaired by the Flood parasite, not healed. And even the rocket launcher, which is a really cool play on words, says does double damage in libraries. Obviously a throwback to Halo Combat Evolved. This is the sort of armor I want 343 to keep doing. A theme, it looks awesome and serves a purpose because people really enjoy it. As I said, because of this armor, Halo Infinite's revenue went up 84 spots, up to 6th on the Steam all-time sellers list, and that is because people love the Flood. It also comes with a gross grapple hook that basically fires out a Flood tendril and pulls the Spartan along, which I think is a really nice touch. I think for Halloween, we're going to get even more gross goodies, so that's really awesome to see. The only thing I really wish was that we had full cross-core customization, and you could customize the kits, because as we know we can't customize them fully, because that would really let players be unique and create Spartans we've never seen before, and it would allow us to mix and match Flood pieces that we can't currently do. I will say as 2 quick side notes, the effect of when you spawn, slide, and run all look very Floody. It makes the Flood noise, and that's a nice little touch. The second little side note is I tested the Flood outfit with a tendril on top of the head, and the good news is it doesn't affect the hitbox at all. So that's really good news, but there is one downside. If you crouch behind a box, it will still outline that top part of the tendril with no hitbox. It's pay to lose a little bit if you decide to go that route. It's currently 2,800 credits in the store. I think 2,000 is a better price, so you get 2 sets of armor, 1,000 credits each. And I've been seeing a lot of people talk about the shop this season, saying the prices are way higher, especially raising the prices of old helmets now that cross-core is available. I know they need to earn revenue, but that is not the way to go about it. So guys, let me know in the comments if you think the Flood armor is awesome. Do you want to see 343 do more of this? It would be a dream of mine to have the Flood officially as fightable enemies on Halo Infinite. Since they weren't in the campaign, that's pretty unlikely, but we have forgeable AI and custom games now, so I guess anything is possible. So thank you guys for watching, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.
Silence fills the empty grave now that I have gone, but my mind is not at rest. for questions linger.